This video is for day 38 and 39. And I've been thinking about a lot of deep kind of spiritual stuff, but mostly just living life. But one thing I saw that was posted that I thought was really cool was by a woman named Peta Kelly. She's amazing, a young entrepreneur mom who is very spiritually centered, very spiritually centered. And I read a post by her, and she said something about the fact that she's an entrepreneur. And a lot of times people say they're in business for themselves, by themselves, when in reality, we're actually in business with what she calls source or God or the universe and the spirit. Because really, honestly, truly, we need to connect with our source, our God, our universe, to tap into that creative space in order to continually be creative in our lives, in our businesses, in our motivation, in our love for human beings, love for the planet, love for the animals, love for even this beautiful bed of mine that has amazing sheets. It's continual that we need to tap into that source. So I think it's really, really interesting to think about that because I own my own business, but I'm not going to say that I'm in business for myself anymore. I'm in business with myself, with a capital S, and my divine source, which is God and the universe. It's kind of an interesting concept that I really, really love. Other than that, last night here in Phoenix, the Pink concert happened. I missed it. That's okay. One day, next time next time I see Pink in concert, I think I'll be backstage with her. I often get people saying that I look like Pink, which is a huge compliment because I actually think she and I have a lot of the same kind of personality. And I'm trying a new recipe today. I'm back on my macros. That was the other thing I was going to talk about is that 2 days ago, I weighed myself. Now, I have not paid my nutrition coach, Will, since probably September for various reasons. He changed up his program, but I learned how to follow what's called macronutrients. Well, I got all in my own ego and just thought I could do it on my own and didn't own a scale. I don't believe in owning a scale. And in the past, I would check in with Will every 2 weeks and I would go get my body fat tested. So, of course, I would use their scale and my body fat. They would test my weight and my body fat and my density and whatnot. So I didn't need to own a scale. Well, I got back from Disneyland earlier this week and I had to weigh in for Will's new 30-day challenge because I knew that I had gained some weight, and it's not good weight. Let's be honest. We have to be real with ourselves. I have been, eating too much and through the holidays, and then in January I was in Mexico, and then my birthday happened, and then Disneyland. So I knew that things weren't right. I was appalled when I got on the scale. I actually ordered a scale to have here because with Will's new program, you check in every week. And so I got on the scale and I didn't even want to take my measurements, but I was appalled. What was interesting is that I went to a space of, oh, how could this happen? And fear and just mad at myself. And then I went to a space of, okay, it's all right. You got a challenge. It's happening. And, you'll get back on it and get focused. And I just had to sit back and be aware of my emotional attachment to food, which is really fascinating. And it goes back to probably some very deep limiting beliefs. I'm still working on that. I was talking to my mom about how frustrated I was about the fact that I've gained some weight. And I said, Mom, here's the deal. I guess just like maybe an alcoholic has to go to AA in order to stay sober, or somebody who needs therapy, needs to pay somebody to be accountable to. I have probably an emotional eating disorder, or I have this weird relationship with food. So I'm always going to need to pay Will in order to have a structured plan and to be held accountable. And, that's just what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to accept it. I'm going to have to make it work financially and in every other way. So a lot of that comes with acceptance and then detachment to, number one, the past, but also the outcome. I know that the outcome will be great because my mind is set. I'm determined and focused. So I was also thinking about focus and how we flip a switch. It took a pain, it wasn't a pleasure. It took a pain for me to look at that scale and flip that switch in my head and say, oh, no more, it's game on. So sometimes we need that stuff. We need to connect with ourselves. Don't self-shame, don't hate ourselves, but just accept what we need to do, figure it out, have a step of faith of, hey, I'm going to pay Will again. I'm going to enter this challenge and I know I can do it. But mostly it's faith in myself and faith in my divine creator, God, universe. So anyway, a few deep thoughts for today. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. It's Friday and I get the house alone tonight. So I'm just going to chill out, make a protein waffle and maybe watch something on Netflix. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Mwah.